So some people have asked, where are we in relation to everything? So this is Church Square, and this is, oh, gone past the sign, Water Street. That's my car in all its VW glory. It's falling a bit, so don't worry about that. And this is going to be a quite long video, I guess, because I'm going to have a walkthrough, literally. So there's the sergeant's house. The yard. The yard of that, of the back of the. That's where all the fire damage of the garage roof is.
A couple of years ago, apparently.
Yeah. All right.
So,
oops. Sorry, Chris. There's the mutt. There's the fence that I was cutting the top from, and the poles. The corner out onto the riverbank. Should actually do that, I suppose. Make a quick watch out dog poop. The steps down to the bank. That's where we had the fires yesterday. Up towards the cut. Back down. And through. Oh.
Pretty sure that we have the fire.
I've covered that.
This is what, just what you take here, see? Archie was
Archie's been pooing again. There's the little corner bit where we're taking down the planting. This is the games room that we cleared out of random stuff.
The arcade game?
Yes, sure, that was one of the previous videos.
Oh right. Yeah, you looked it up.
Yeah, this is part of the garage. We haven't touched in here yet. It's a bit dodgy. This is where we have most of our fires. There's all the big stacks of stuff that we've sorted through. With the ivies come off the back there. Piles that used to be there. This big pier would be what the former security mast is. Like, that's the new one in the new station. You can just about see Crozier there. Somebody asked about the slope. The sloped thing you can see from the front, that's just a barrier. You can see it here, it's just like a sloped barrier for some reason. Yeah, these are some of the outbuildings. Used to be electrical stuff, and we've gathered up the timber we have pulled out of the piles that might inform us of what the windows need to be.
So there's the old glazing bars.
The old glazing bars and bits. I think some of these, like there's a sashed window, these bits of cord on it and stuff. So that'll help us know what to put back.
Recovered bits of the yellow brick that will know where they sit, that pop
Yeah.
off the walls.
And this was just a little yard. We don't know what this was, whether it was a toilet or what. This little small windows, and it's an odd shape inside, but there's no plumbing.
Toilet isolator on the wall.
Yeah, well, it says toilet isolator, but I'm not convinced.
There's no obvious,
There's no pipes, no water, no waste. We're just using to store flat bits of timber that might be useful. And then this is the back. So you've seen us clearing ivy and guttering from up this part. And that's the boards.
So if anybody goes
This is what we refer to as the Sanger.
Yeah,
It's the security hut.
If you go onto Google Earth, you can go back in the timeline.
This is
look at old photographs, and you'll see it
steel
before
windows.
The hoarding, current hoarding on it. So
Yeah.
you'll see it exposed.
This I think was a former fireplace or something.
It was a generator, backup generator.
Sorry, backup generator. That's what I meant by fire. I'm not sure why I said it that way. That's the sort of weird infill between a 1930s building, the 1860s building, and then this is the 1970s infill that blocks the window. And into the ground floor. Now, I thought probably only do the ground floor today because of the stairs, but we have a toilet. So this is underneath the stairs. That would be the church square's out that way. You can't see it obviously, but this is the stairs going up the front door.
So that's why it's bolted, I guess.
Yeah, that's another reverse.
Did you show that there? That's the walk-in where they would find the staircase.
So the staircase is in there somewhere. You can't really see it. It's not really clear.
See, it's charged.
That was charged. This is back to the old cells, which you've seen us clearing in there. Yeah. And same again in here, and that's where we put up the other face mask. Just for fun.
There was somewhere where we can see like the marks
We're not going through all the details, it's just a walkthrough really, Chris, at this point. That would have been the back entrance, I guess. The back's facing the stairs, but there's nothing in there, is there?
No.
Of any real value or notice. This, you can light that room up. This is the one where again we're keeping the windows and doors.
So stacked bits and pieces.
I don't want this video to be 10 minutes long. It's already at 5.5, Chris.
Okay. Well, there's a load of sash windows.
Yeah. And
see where it's been kicked.
yes, Chris, you're wasting time. It's just a quick. Here's where the rooms are in relation to everything. I think somebody wanted. Oh, he's just peed in that silly dog. That's the bottom room that has all the trouble right up to the roof, the ceiling. And then the stairs through to one of the other back rooms. Again, more rubbish has come through. That was a toilet, we think. And this was the kitchen with the view out to where the handrails are. So the original handrails are still there, but there's the slope part that's in the front of the building is that nonsense there, but we have to come up with some way of making that safe for people don't fall down.
Yes.
I don't need to see everything, Chris. Then through the back door where the tank is, the tanks, because there's one inside this building, and that's the handrail of the what do you call it? The old blue handrail. So that's if you're coming down Bridge Street, you'll be able to see this face of the building. Not from this low down, obviously, unless you've had a really bad crash. And then round to the back. That's a boiler room, fire escape, back down to the sergeant's house. And someday we'll go up this. I suppose I should go up, show the stairs, but it'll be another video probably on what the middle floor is. But it's.
The fire escape.
I don't want to go in just yet, or up just yet. Or maybe I can, but the top floor is the most risky. So you can see.
This one on YouTube, was it?
Yeah, it's already 7 and a bit minutes. So.
Yeah, so.
Oh, maybe you can speed it up. So, this is where. That's the front door entrance.
Oh yeah, that's actually gone then, Steve. So this isn't much better than this one.
I know. That's the. Oh, the dog's in there. Out of that. This was an overly big pigeon. The back office is the sergeant's house. This is something Chris pointed out that I didn't even realise. That piece of stuff is just kind of sitting there. There's nothing holding it up, so it's like a guillotine blade, which is semi-terrifying. And
people said that the likes of that there.
this is the back sergeant's house. The wee cupboard.
Nothing in the cupboard.
Nothing in the cupboard. The front door, church square out there. This is the side entrance to the Sanger, which takes us in here. And underneath that board is the hole that I was finding the handrail in.
You might be able to see it better with the
No, it's alright. It's just everything where everything is in context. The handrails in an earlier video are here. So that's toilet cell with a curved roof is beneath your feet at the minute.
And the window we looked through is the far window in there.
Yeah, you can just about see it here in the kitchen. And that's where we are in relation to the flagpole. It's right there. This would have been the front entrance into the police station, and then there's like in here where they would have, members of the public would have been spoken to, some of the windows and whatnot.
Glass window.
Yeah, like down in the kitchen. And then this is the stairs up to the upper floor, which is in a really bad nick, so I'm not going up them in this video because it requires balance and care. He's just running all over the place. Happy wee dog. Is he chasing pigeons or something?
Just new smells.
Yeah, that's for somebody who's attempted to burn the place in the past. You can see damage there. It's out through to the river. You can see where we cleared a bit of yesterday. down towards Sergeant's house. I hope this comes out for people and they can follow where it is and they don't just go, "You're doing that too fast." But we can always do something a bit shorter.
We'll do a little video with
This room's not lit up well at all. This has got some plaster detailing, but it's started to come down because of damp coming through. And then this is going out to...
the set of steps that are wee porch that's in red brick that's blocked up.
There would be a view right up the cut there, but you obviously can't see it. And there would have been a door this side at one time in the distant past.
So this is one of the few places that has the original lath plaster.
Yeah, so just lime plaster and we'll repair that. And that's all. I don't want to go up there because, as you can see, there's literally holes through it, and
They're pretty
the only
standard
piece, that string is the only one that's intact. The other three are rotted pretty bad at the top, so we only climb up at the side. I think see we've put in a couple of temporary props just using pieces of timber from round site.
Oh,
And try and...
that's intact. Look at it.
Yes, it's not. It's still got dry rot, so still not super safe. You can see up into some of the back rooms there and how bad the timber is upstairs. So those aren't ones for doing videos and walking at the same time. So there's, might as well balance in here just for the crack. Don't you come in? Don't need you in. So different videos have shown us from different places before, I guess. So hopefully that gives you all a sense of where everything is in relation to...
You can see this room is plasterboard.
Yeah, there's plasterboard.
That'll be something we'll do in the condition report. We'll go around, take pictures.
That's a good point. So condition reports, what we'll do is we'll take a lot of photos of going, this is room 7, wall B or whatever. This is what we see in it, and this is what we think needs to go back. This is what we think's quality and worth keeping. This is what we think's not worth keeping. So for example, those nice 1970s inbuilt cupboards, they can go. The floorboards, some of them we can repair and keep the good sections of, but the rotten bits, obviously that's going to have to be replaced and repaired. Alright, Archie, I hope he doesn't try and follow me out because I'm not sure it'll take 2 wheels at once. There we go. What's that?
That's not for video. Look.
Right, okay. So I think that's all for this video. That's 12-13 minutes of very rushed walkthrough, but I hope that helps answer that question by someone who commented, how everything fits together. And I guess that's what would end the video in a nice view, is it? Which is probably not the dog's butt, but that'll do. I suppose we didn't look at the view down from there, so that's back down into the yard, where everything is. So, but yeah, that's all for today, folks. Say goodbye, Chris.